Hi, this is Derek with Willow's Timeless Decor. Today,
DBD, can I ask a quick question?
Okay.
When are you gonna be done talking? Oh my god. Boring. Today we're doing a modern, minimalistic, super pooper, easy please me project that requires very basic tools and no construction experience, as proof that Dad Bod Derek was able to do it. For this project, the only tools you need is some sort of vroom vroom cutty tool and a spinny thing. Everything else is optional, but not necessary.
Willow wanted it as clean as possible, so we opted for dowels and glue so there are no screws or nail holes.
Look, DBD, the dowels come with a drilly thing and a depth collar, so you don't even have to have those in your box of tools.
It's surprising that a lot of lumber doesn't come with square ends.
So you'll make it square like your personality before getting started. P.S. This is an optional step. Showing off his big saw seems so unnecessary.
The end table is going to be a 24-inch square box.
Measure, scribe, and cut that bitch. Cut that bitch.
Willow!
What?
Since the boards are half an inch thick, I will cut 2 boards at 24 inches for the top and bottom, and 2 at 23 inches for the sides, so when they're fastened, it's a perfect 2-foot square.
Hey, DBD.
Yes?
None of our 6 viewers want to hear you talk. Now he's measuring the boards to drill for the dowels.
Every 3 inches across and a 1/4 inch in.
Measure carefully so the dildos line up later.
Willow, that's dowels.
Next, we open the stupendously fancy drill bit and depth collar. We need to set the depth of the horrendous choke you so you can't breathe and must obey collar.
Different type of collar, Willow.
What? Why are you still talking?
Use a scrap board to get the depth right.
The deeper the better, right, DBD?
No.
The dowel kit came with a whole center punch he uses to get the exact, precise, accurate, precision, proper, specific.
We get the idea.
The only idea you have is when you can open your next whiskey bottle, junk boy. Jiggle, jiggle. Impersonating a woodpecker, DBD fills the board with holes so he can shove things in them later. Next, he fills the hole with his sticky goo. Amazing, super strong, fast drying, never lets you down, sponsor me please, Gorilla Glue.
As I gently tap the dowels in place, I realize you should never set the tripod on your work surface.
Oh, dum-dum, it's making me dizzy. Adding more tremendously, incredibly, bitchin'ly Gorilla Glue so we can join the 2 surfaces together.
It's better to clean off excess glue than to not use enough.
If it doesn't fit, spit.
I use clamps to hold it tight until the glue dries.
Totally optional step you can skip by using screws and nails. Checking it for dork status. Square.
It's important that it dries square because once the glue is dry,
you're stuck. We follow the same steps for the coffee table. In fact, I don't know why we're even having to watch this, DBD. You're boring me.
I'm cutting out 4 1.5-inch strips that we're going to attach to the bottom later as a base.
DBD, did you practice your stencil work on your legs? What?
Measure to make them even, and then glue them to the underside.
I had a messy poop one time that glued all my fur to my underside.
Oh God, Willow.
Spreading the sticky all over with your expensive high-tech spreader tool. So gentle and precise for a chubby doofus.
I'm using a putty knife to scrape all of the excess glue off before sanding everything smooth.
Oh, DBD, it's hurting my ears, stop! Thank you. Now that I'm feeling listened to and validated, I'm free to point out that this next step is optional. However, a random orbital sander makes life so much easier, like DBD says of whiskey, and it costs about the same as a bottle of halfway decent small batch bourbon.
I use an 80 grit sandpaper to get off the excess glue and blemishes.
Oh, will it work on your face?
Then I switch to a 220 grit for a finished surface. I still want it just rough enough to hold lots of polyurethane.
Oh yay! It's blowjob time!
It's important to wipe or blow off all of the dust because it helps prep for paint and can reveal some hidden flaws.
There's this nasty, naughty knot on the top that I thought was foul.
So I used an old school woodworker's trick my grandpa taught me. Taking some of the sawdust, I mixed it with glue.
Super awesome, highly coveted, ultra prestigious Gorilla Glue!
I mix the sawdust and glue into a paste that we can fill the knots.
Naughty, nasty knots!
And blemishes with a perfect color match that you can't get from store-bought wood fillers.
Oh, you old people are so clever! You know what time it is now, DBD? It's time for lacquer!
Oh, yeah.
DBD, I said lacquer, not liquor. Optional step. You can perform this next step with a can of polyurethane and a brush. However, a sprayer makes it a lot easier with a more consistent coat. If he wasn't already dying from old age, I would insist on him using a proper respirator when spraying urethane. But since he's dying of ugliness anyway, who cares? Fat guy pants spread in 1, 2, ooh! I spray 6 coats of polyurethane satin finish so it can withstand the ruckus, drunken, beer-spilled party nights of the amazing, wonderful client that ordered these. Finishing in the ultra-sophisticated vacuum-sealed spray booth, I'm getting so excited to see the final product! Oh, I love them, DBD! You should have a drink or 10 to celebrate. But you do that every night, don't you? So simple and minimalist, yet so beautiful. Thank you to my P-girl who made my fat boy build these. Hit subscribe to be my double-digit subscriber. Pretty motherfucking please. Come on, DBD. This has been Willow.
And DBD
With Willow's Timeless Decor.